how the Niners will beat Seattle. I mean, it's the same way they beat them the first 2 times. They're just better than Seattle. Seattle is sort of rebuilding, and they're a year ahead of schedule, but they can't stop the run. Right. Their linebackers aren't good. So the last time the Niners played them, they ran for 170. Just keep doing that. They didn't even have Elijah Mitchell last time. They didn't have Debo last time. So they could just overwhelm them with the run game right off the bat and then overwhelm them with their pass rush, and that's the game. Checkmate. Goodbye.
I see. And I would agree. And in addition, everybody's saying Geno Smith is having a good year for him.
Right.
I don't believe in him.
No.
I think he's an okay quarterback. I think it's a great story. I'm very happy for him. But I think the Niners will demolish him.
I think Brock
frustrate him.
I agree. I think Brock Purdy's better than Geno. I've watched Geno. He looks good, but he looks like he's a little robotic in the pocket, and he's not the greatest at evading pressure. Although he can scramble here and there if you give him a wide open lane, like the Niners do every once in a while. But I feel like Brock Purdy's more elusive, more of a natural.
Yeah. So I don't feel that they can score very much against the Niners, because the Niners' defense will squash them, and I feel the Niners actually can score a lot against them.
Yeah, well, I think the first game, Seattle scored 0 points on offense. The second game, they scored 13. Maybe they're figuring things out and trending towards 20, or maybe they're just going to get, score 10 again. I think the Niners are going to win this game, but it might be closer than we think just because of the Pete Carroll factor. I was thinking, you don't want to face Green Bay. Forget Green Bay. Between Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers, it's a couple of dogs, a couple of losers. And Seattle, they're punching above their weight, but they're not losers.
I agree with you.
They're a well-coached team. Yeah.
In fact, Green Bay would have been an easier matchup for the Niners. The Niners would have discouraged Green Bay. I don't think they'll discourage Seattle. Seattle will play their ass off.
Yeah.
But Seattle is a harder matchup for them. First, Seattle knows them better. They have more pluck. Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Fame quarterback, but he gets discouraged and he leaves the game. I don't mean he literally leaves the game, but you can see him lose interest.
Yeah, I compare Green Bay to the team they lost to this week, Detroit. Detroit's a tougher team.
No question.
Detroit's a well-coached team. They're a tough team. They're better than the sum of their parts. Seattle's like Detroit, but they're better than Detroit. So this could be an interesting game. I mean, Niners should win, of course. They're better than most teams in the league. But I do think this is an interesting matchup.
I hope it's an interesting matchup. I know 49er fans would like them to murder him. I like to see a good game. It intrigues me. I like it.
Another thing about this matchup that's interesting is all the pressure's on Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. They're supposed to blow out Seattle.
Yeah.
Even if it's close, people be like, well, what about this and what about that? So
and they're at home.
And they're at home, all that. And they've beaten them twice already.
Yeah.
Wyatt Hill says Grant. Oh, go ahead, Dad.
I'll say one other thing. What is Pete Carroll's frame of mind? I don't know him that well, although I knew him when he was at the Niners. He's not sitting there thinking, oh, we're screwed. They beat us twice. Geno isn't that good. He's thinking, I'm going to beat these guys.
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking now.
He's thinking Kyle's not that good. Kyle's not good. I can outcoach Kyle. He's got this rookie quarterback. I'll figure him out.
Right. Now, he could be wrong. He could be delusional. But he's going into this game thinking, we're going to play.
Yeah.
We're showing up. We're going to win.
And real quick, frankly, I mean, the Niners offense has shown a real trouble picking up pressure. I think Pete Carroll's looking at that saying, I'm going to get pressure on Brock. I'm going to get pressure on him. I'm going to disguise coverages. Last game they had in Seattle, he baited Brock into an interception down the field. Didn't see a cornerback dropping into coverage. I'm thinking he's got a beat on this offense.
Yes.
Faced it a million times.
That's right. He's not in his office peeing down his leg. He's in his office drinking a cup of coffee thinking, I'm up for this.
There's no stress on him. They're not supposed to be in the playoffs.
Right.
They're going to probably draft a quarterback next year and not start all over, but they're starting over. This is a great story. They were supposed to be the worst team in the league. The pressure's all on Kyle. He's thinking, did I really have to face Pete again? Couldn't I have gotten Green Bay? Couldn't I have gotten Matt LaFleur? I own Matt LaFleur. I freaking own that guy, and he knows it.
Right.
Pete, Okay. I mean, we got the better team, but it's gonna be
It's
gonna be a very physical game, and some of our guys might get hurt in the process, just slugging it out with this team.
Yeah, I agree. I'm so looking forward to it. And listen, I'm glad it's on Saturday.
Me too. Another thing that's really weird about this, it's gonna pour. It's gonna
is?
freaking pour. Yeah. So that's an equalizer. See what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be one of those games where you just throw the ball up down the field and see if you can get pass interference penalties and stuff because it's slow. I don't know. We'll see what happens.